Alright, so I already did white and blue for this super fun, mostly bulk selection to make decks with out of the theme boosters from M2020, Magic 2020, and all the cards minus the packs from a deck builder's toolkit. So now let's do black from the toolkit. Okay. So when it enters the battlefield, you get an army token. That's a 1/1. That's pretty good, and there's 2 of them, 3 of them. Nice. When it attacks, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. It's only when it attacks. It doesn't even have to hit the player. It can even die, and in the deck you have something that you benefit from when it dies, and that's good. That's great. When Playcrafter enters the battlefield, each player, that includes you, sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker. You got to be careful. Yeah. And if you can't, you discard a card. Okay. Old school Gravedigger. Say something from the graveyard back to your hand. A little heavy. It's a 4-drop. 4/2/2. Sack a creature or pay 4. Destroy target creature or planeswalker for 1. That's nice. Look at somebody's hand. Get a non-creature, non-land card from it and discard it. Nice. Old school. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/-2, and then you amass as well. It's not that great because if your opponent doesn't have any creatures or only has, like say, a big flyer, you can't. Yeah, and it's a sorcery. That's not that great. I mean, I like the amass clause, but it comes with something that's not that workable. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Yeah. There's usually an uncommon like this in every set, almost every set. Okay, so if there is a, if your opponent did a lot of, threw a bunch of creatures in the graveyard, yeah, it exiles stuff. That's good. Again, a -2/-2 for 1. I wouldn't care for it too much. Deals 2 damage and you gain 2 life. That's okay. For a big critter, -5/-5. And if it would die and exile it, that's pretty good. Needs no introduction. It's a great card that goes in every deck. Used it, not that great. Used it for fun when I was a new player, when I was in Innistrad with different artwork. Okay, so let's go through the black theme booster. There's a skeleton and something rare somewhere, I forget. So that I remember that. For 3, you can put it back in your hand. It's a 1/1/2. Okay. This is fantastic. Death Touch and Lifelink. Fantastic. That's a great card. It'll go in every black deck that I build with this. Every deck that has black. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand. And then you can bump it a little. That's very good. Protection from green. This is another one for the cycle. Nice. Creatures your opponents control can't have +1/+1 counters put on them. That's actually a good ability. This is a really nice card. You're never going to do that for 6. Yeah, you got better things to do with 6. It's not a good card. 2/3. Has lifelink when you maybe like attack with it. It's a bear otherwise. Yep, that's alright. A flyer, 3/3. Yeah, that's nice because you can do a white-black deck where you're gaining a ton of life. And it's a flyer. I like that. 3/3/2. Not bad. A flyer. 3/2/2. Feed your graveyard with cards. Yeah, if you're reanimating, this is actually really good. We already have talked about this guy. Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Got it. Did I? Just want to know if I somehow, yeah, actually I kind of screwed something up in here. because I'm pretty sure I haven't talked about this dude. Maybe I forgot to order this selection. Okay, so you put it at the end of your end step after battle. So obviously something your opponent controls was dealt damage this way, and you kill it. Not terrible. You get a token for each card. Yeah, you only have one. That's not good. If I had like 4 of them, that'd be nice. 5/3/3. You may exile creature card from a graveyard. So you get a token, you exile something from your opponent's graveyard. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. That's nice, but it's a 5/4/4 and doesn't do anything else. Doesn't fly, anything. When you lose life, so you gotta whenever you lose life for the first time each turn. So once a turn when you're either your opponent is decreasing your life or you are. That card makes me think. I like it. Death Touch, 6/5/5. Nice. Sack a creature, destroy a creature. That's okay. Talked about it already. Get 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand. If you're in a sack deck, you want to replenish. Not bad. Cost your opponent to discard cards. You can do it on yourself, but it's better when you do it on an opponent. Sack a creature, then so you sack something and then you reanimate something and you get something. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. You do 3 things. You sack something, you reanimate something, and you get something to your hand, and that's something being all creatures. You'll be surprised how difficult it is to have 3 creature cards in your graveyard, though. You'd have to like really work it. Hits for 3, gains you 3. As a battle trick, give it Death Touch. That's nice, and you draw a card. I like it. Now you can enchant your opponent's creature. That's nice. It returns under your control, whether it was yours before or not, it doesn't matter. I like that. Yeah, this is a way to lock down your opponent's graveyard. Tap it, pay 2 life, discard a card. Yeah, this. I like this a lot. I mean, you can do it multiple times in a game. That's great. Okay, so we did black. Let's do red. Red from the toolkit minus the packs. Yep, and you can sack it late game when it's not doing anything for you. Yeah, that's good. First strike, when it dies, you get the an army token. I like it. Yeah, why not? We have a bunch of Chandras, so that's good. In the other selection, not in this one. We have 1 Chandra in this selection. Okay, and there's an elemental theme in M20. Got to think about that. But yeah, you tap it and you get 1 red mana with the restriction. Otherwise, it's a bear. That's not bad, and there's 2 of them. Okay. So it's already a bear, and then you pay 1 and you can get 1 of these 2 things. I like it. Hits for 2, that's a shock. And then destroy target colorless non-land permanent. Wow. That could be a Karn. That's what Karn is. A colorless non-land permanent. It's pretty good. Pay 1, sack it. Hits for 2, otherwise a bear. That's fine. Enters the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste as a 3/1/1. Yeah, but you have to attack with it. I would make sure it was stronger. get 2 tokens from a 4/1/1 and do something nice for your elementals till end of turn. I'll have to run through an elemental count. I'm not going to do it on screen. Okay, hits for 2. Nice trick. I used it at the pre-release. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. And I got 3 of them. Enters the battlefield, you create an elemental token and then you attach it to it. You can sack that token and deals 1 damage to any target. If you want to put it on something else, you got to pay 2. Okay. Elementals you control. Yeah, this is where the elemental deck gets to be fun. Yeah, so I think there's an elemental deck in our future, at least in my future. Okay, let's see if we have enough time to run through the cards in the red theme booster. Again, I took out all the artifacts, so when I say, I should really say the red cards in the red theme booster, because in M20 there's more artifacts, and there's artifacts in every one of the theme boosters, which is great. I love that. We have a whole pile of artifacts that I'm going to talk about in the 3rd video, in which I discuss the cards. Yeah. This does something else in addition to being a 1/1/1. Great. There's 2 of them. Protection from white. Nice. Part of the cycle. And it becomes a 3/1 when it's attacking, so it's aggro. And as long as it doesn't have protection from white, it'll die, but that's fine. I mean, you're hitting face. We talked about this dude already. Gains flying when you give it a 1. Red, that's nice. It's got haste. We tap it. And something power 2 or less cannot be blocked this turn. Yeah, good for early fighting. Second artifact or land, draw a card. That's pretty heavy. That's a very heavy cost to get a land, to draw. When an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, so it can happen multiple times. I think that's really good. Attacks for each elemental you control. There's an elemental deck I want to build. Yes, haste. Enters the battlefield. Look at the top 4 cards. This is a goblin. Yeah, it's a goblin tribal, which I don't think we're going to try. Discard a card, draw a card. Doesn't do anything else. Same dude. Nice vanilla. Played it in the pre-release. Why not? Also played it in the pre-release. Why not? 2 of them. Deserves no introduction. Act of treason. I wish I had. I love the combo Act of Treason with Fling. You take over that creature, you attack with it, you already gain something from attacking with it, and then you fling it at your opponent and it's dead. Yeah, that's awesome. Destroy land, and creatures without flying can't block this turn. That's good. Another shock. Nice battle trick. Another great battle trick. Love this card. Gets +2/+2, so that's nice, but it cannot block. It can only attack. And there's 2 of them. We already talked about this guy. And we got 2 more Chandra, so I really want to build some kind of an elemental deck. I'll be thinking about that. Okay, so I'm done with black and red.